Heyo everyone, Zion over here from Nintendo Life. So the other day, I was sitting down, minding my own business, doing some work, chatting with a few lovely people who I'll introduce you to in a second, and somehow we got on the topic of plastic toys, and we started talking about the fact that that there's different ways to collect them, different ways to use them, all sorts of different ways to have fun with them, and for some reason, the room just could not agree on what the best method was to care for these little creatures. So today, I'm joined by the fantastic Mr. Felix.
Oh, hello. It's me.
Hello, Felix. I'm glad you're here. But we're also joined by the amazing Alex Olney.
Yeah, you are.
Heck yeah. And what
I have no idea what else to say. I'm so tired.
You know what you can say though, Alex, is you can tell the lovely people exactly what it is we're here to discuss beyond the little introduction I gave.
I can indeed, yeah. You alluded to it. It's Amiibo, isn't it? Do you keep them in the box? Do you take them out of the box? It's the sort of thing we maybe should have discussed, I don't know, 5 years ago, probably longer. I'm well aware that's before Felix was here, or even you were here.
It was before I was born.
Zion. But yeah, it was before Felix was born.
Good point, Felix.
So I would have just been talking about it myself, which maybe wouldn't have carried the same weight. But even so, Amiibo, keep them in the box or take them out. I know where I stand, and I know where you two stand. And, well, Zion, why don't you take the reins on this? Because you're, I wouldn't say impartial, but you're flip-flopping.
Yeah, so what the interesting thing was the other day, kind of like I said, was we were chatting about stuff like we do, and I think Felix said something about the fact that he bought some new Amiibo and that he maybe wasn't going to open them.
I said I was definitely not going to open them.
Oh, definitely not. Okay, that really changes things. Thanks for being so so concrete with your decision there. And Alex felt fairly different, didn't you?
You could even go so far as to say I had the opposing view. Yeah, take them out of the boxes. What the hell are you wasting your time for with a bit of card and a bit of plastic?
Wasting my time? It takes time to take them out. What are you talking about? If you buy them, just put them on the shelf. It looks fantastic.
Okay, wasting space then. They objectively take up massive amounts of room.
That is
in comparison.
True. Yeah, but they look infinitely better, Alex. Have you seen the art on the boxes?
Don't.
They do.
No, like, they don't. You can't even see the back of yours.
Why would I need to see the back of them?
Yeah, this isn't. There's not a Mario Strikers Daisy Amiibo. Felix doesn't have to. It's just fine.
For God's sake. Oh, I hate that that's a thing.
I will have our viewers and listeners know that that I don't really. I'm indifferent. There are some Amiibo where...
What has happened to Felix? He's just lost it.
There are some Amiibo where I like to keep them in the box. For example, the Link's Awakening Amiibo is... Oh, that box is amazing. It looks so nice. You get a little bit of the windfish egg in the background. I'm holding it in my hands right now. But I also bought a second one to open, and I have it sitting in my computer. It's sitting in your
computer, like inside.
Yeah, I'll get you some video of it. Yeah, it's sitting in there, like staring up at my.
Oh yeah, I thought you just like said something wrong. That it's just like standing on your computer.
Yeah, me too.
No,
but no.
Wow.
Actively, have you like strapped him to one of the fans? He just spins around constantly.
No, he's thankfully just like sitting on. I have an NZXT, very generic PC case with a glass window, and there's like a little metal strip that kind of stretches around the casing, and Link's just like sitting on it, staring up at the components of my PC. He's just making sure that, like, you know, Ganon doesn't appear, or a wall master, or whatever those scary hands that appear. You know, he's always on the lookout for dangerous stuff. But long story short, I could see both sides of not opening them. So I guess
always good to have a fence sitter in the conversation.
I like both options, because the tough thing here, like I completely see both of your points, but the tough thing is that, like, these figures don't have like a solid way of opening them and then putting them back together. Like, if you want to take the figure out of the box,
it's either one of the
you
other
have to
thing.
choose. Like,
Choose your fighter.
Yeah, do you take it out and use it for its purpose and enjoy it as a physical item, or do you waste your time keeping it in a plastic
well, hold
prison?
on. I would say
I choose the latter.
maybe Felix would probably agree with this though, but the designers on the Amiibo team put a lot of care and effort into the packaging and the background artwork and the way that they're just presented in general. And by ripping it open, you're completely stripping it of that hard work and you're just throwing it away. Like, what about all the time and effort that went into those Amiibo packages, Alex? Huh? What are you going to tell the families of those people?
What about all the time and effort that went into the graphic design that goes on fireworks only for people to light them and blow them up in the sky? They have a purpose. And yes, I appreciate time and effort went into the design to make the boxes look pretty. They are pretty. They're not as pretty as the actual thing inside.
It's just, I feel like when you take them out, they just look like, I don't know, some of them look like cheap toys, and when you have them in box, they just look so premium. So I don't know what else to say. They just look so good on that shelf in the boxes, and they just, I mean, you say they take up more space. I mean, I don't find that a problem. But there's also the whole thing, like, you can't use certain amiibos, like, in boxes, because, you know, then people could just go in and then, like, scan them, like, without buying them, and, you know, Nintendo wouldn't want that. But actually, here recently, we saw that some amiibos were shipped without that, like, feature, so you could like still use them but also like still keep them in the box.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting for a moment that Nintendo should keep the thing, like the bit of foiled card in there to stop people and force people to open it, because at the end of the day, even though I do genuinely feel that they, you know, you should just take them out of the boxes, for goodness sake. If people want to keep them in their boxes, then whatever. It makes no difference to me. I really don't care. You go and live your best life.
But you still sit there and say that people have to take them out.
Well, I've got to get some drama in the video, haven't I?
I'm trying to spit some drama back. Really, I was just trying to be smart. Like normally I'm very not like that. I was just trying to be like,
I never said I wasn't a hypocrite.
Alex is a hypocrite confirmed. He'll say people has to take them out of the box, even though you clearly
don't.
Well, very clearly what, Mr. Felix? What do we clearly?
So on this topic of the fact that you kind of these days, if you want to use your amiibo, you have to take them out of the box.
No, you don't. That you used to have to take them out.
Well, so some of them are different than others. So like at least I can only speak for in the States here, but in the early days, they used to include this like silver foil underneath the plastic during like the like first few generations of Smash Amiibo. And then nowadays, at least in the US...
Oh, the Link with the yellow piss stick days.
Exactly.
Classic.
And nowadays, in the US, from what I've seen, they have like a piece of cardboard that you can visibly look in the box and you can see it. But during the early days, you couldn't see that silver piece. But I am such a fence sitter in this scenario that there were a few amiibo that I specifically like used an X-Acto knife to like cut the underside of the package, just a smidge, and then I put a pair of scissors or like a knife inside of the package then to like scrape away that silver, so that way I could try to use it while it was inside its box. And I don't know if I was ever successful. Like, I feel like I had one amiibo maybe that worked like that, but otherwise it was just such a wasted effort. And here we are.
But it's also like, I don't buy them for the features in the game. I just buy them because they look really cool on the shelf. And the thing
they do on the shelf. Through all the ways around. You can pose them however you like. You can have two amiibo looking at each other. It's like Animal Crossing.
Okay, Alex.
But with plastic.
It's not like amiibo have points of articulation, though. You can't. I mean, you can move.
One does.
What, your Yarn Yoshi? Is that what you're gonna say?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
The Guardian amiibo. I've got it. It's got bendy legs.
You bested me.
Yeah. You got to take that one out of the box. Even though it's probably worth about £500 now or something stupid, because Some of these have gone up in ridiculous value.
I was really hoping you were going to say like Game & Watch has points of articulation because you can change his pose with different pieces. But
That would
the
be
Guardian
hilarious.
just completely slipped under my laser radar. Yeah.
Oh!
Hey, so dumb.
It also like this might sound stupid, but like I know they are worth more in the box. Like I have Callie and Marie, and just the thought that well they would be worth so much less if I took them out of the box just hurts me a little as starting collecting these. It might be silly, but I don't know if you can relate to like taking things out of the box.
I sometimes I mean, I've got a few things that are sealed, but like games and stuff like that, but they're generally sealed because I haven't got round to opening them. You know, it was a promotional thing, you know, that I got sent or something, or I've got 2 copies or something. You know, it's not a lot, but there are just a few. The reason they're not open is just because I haven't got round to opening them. It's not to like preserve their value or anything, because you know, if you want to just collect, fine, whatever, I don't care. But I believe, personally, that if you buy a product, it's meant to be enjoyed. And I think you get the most enjoyment by opening the thing and using it.
Well, and I think I often agree with that sentiment, or that thought too, Alex. Because like, so I used to work at a game store, right? I'll never shut up about it. And I used to sell a lot of like anime statues and high-end collectibles to people. And there were a lot of people that came in that would buy these cool statues, and they would tell me that they weren't going to open them. And that like crushed my soul, because around that time period I was like going out and taking like photos of my figures in like on a beach and being a weirdo and packing it in a backpack and taking it up on a snowy mountain.
You did that like 2 years ago, Xeon. Don't pretend.
No, good point. I still do it, just way less frequently than I used to. But the thing with Amiibo, and I'm really glad that you guys like got us into this topic, is because I think these, yes, like they do hold more value if you keep them sealed. But the cool thing is I think that the packaging is designed so well that you still can enjoy them just on a different level. Yes, you may not be able to like use them in game, but I think I thought I remember reading in like an interview that like for Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, for example, a big part of the reason they even like made that game was because they just wanted to make Animal Crossing toys. And that could just be garbage, because like they could just they're working with Bandai Namco or Bandai. Yeah, Bandai makes Animal Crossing toys. Felix bought some at MCM.
Oh yeah.
And they've worked with Good Smile. Like they can make Animal Crossing toys other ways, but I think it's just they do a good job with the package, is what I'm trying to say. And you could still appreciate them here. But so many big figures like don't have windows for their little plastic eyeballs to look out of. I mean, sure, Amiibo packaging could have some like holes in there so that way they can actually breathe, but that's next level
They're
stuff.
not real, Xeon. You don't live in Toy Story. We have this conversation every week.
Come on, Sion.
Wait, we do?
Yeah.
Oh, guys.
I didn't know where you were going to take that, and I don't know where I can take it now.
No, that was good. That was good.
So I normally
ahead,
don't
Felix.
care if things are sealed off, and like I think I have one game still sealed, and it's Celeste, which you gave me, Sion, which I have in physical, but I already have the game, so I just thought, well, it looks good sealed. I don't need to open it because I already have the game on my Switch.
You probably should open it actually though, because it has a really cool manual inside. I'm pretty sure.
It does?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, see, the thing is, I don't care opening. I just like I didn't know there was anything cool inside, so I just thought, well, I'll just keep it like it is. But
Sure, you're right. You already have it digital. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. But like the thing, if like Amiibos just came in like regular boxes that didn't look cool, I would of course just take them out. I don't care. But the thing is, I just love how these boxes look, like the rounded corners, the custom background design, and I don't know. It just looks fantastic in my opinion. Way better than when you take them out.
So this conversation is going to the end goal, the end of the Amiibo Smash run. So I have a question to end this on a happy note. You know, it sounds like we're not going to agree. There's been a lot of bickering and bantering about, you know, which way you should collect Amiibo, and I don't really think there is
Top quality banter.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't think there's a right or wrong way. in my opinion, obviously, and you two feel the way that you do. But what I want to know is, how do you present and store your amiibo? Where do you keep them? Even if they're sealed, even if they're opened, what do you do with them? I know you guys kind of alluded to that a little bit in the chat already, but Alex, where are your amiibo mostly located?
Various shelves.
Felix, where did...
I do have some scattered around my desk, some of my favorites. Things like I've got KK Slider, I've got Olimar, and I've got Banjo, obviously. I've got Mega Yarn Yoshi in here as well, just because he's great.
That's so cool.
And yeah, a few other bits, you know, sort of scattered around. Yeah, but mostly they're on shelves. I should get the Guardian amiibo up here because he could hold my stylus or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, 'cause you have I know it's not an amiibo, but you have like a Banjo statue on your desk or something, don't you? That kind of holds a...
I do.
Yeah, that's sweet. That's sweet. Yeah, get the Guardian in there to hold up some stuff for you too.
That's nice. I just have mine on, like, I have this like a bunch of shelves behind me, and I also have like one above, like this picture I have of The Witcher, where up there I think I have my Splatoon ones, and the other ones I just have.
Do you have a Geralt amiibo?
Oh, could you imagine?
No, I said a picture.
Do you have a Geralt amiibo?
Wouldn't that be just... I have like a figurine of Geralt, which could, like, I'll just say it's an amiibo. I'll show it here. Wow, it even has like this round thing in the bottom. It's just a giant amiibo.
Put like a Yoshi NFC, like take the tag out of a Yoshi amiibo and just stick it underneath. So you scan it in, scan Geralt, working Geralt amiibo, Zomg, put that in the thumbnail, and you scan it, it's Yoshi. It's great.
Geralt.
Well, I guess I should tell you what I do with mine. So obviously Link is in my display case, and then for the most part,
Isn't Link down in the description? What?
So I have a few like in my backdrop. Like I have like my Ness and my Lucas amiibo is up in like a little like Earthbound shelf that I have, and then most of my other ones are kind of like just collected on like this other shelf that I have. I guess very similarly to Alex, I suppose. And then I have a bunch of sealed amiibo. Like for a while, I was trying to collect like every Zelda amiibo sealed, so I have a ton of the 30th anniversary ones because I just love like the gold packaging. But now, even though that I like love them and collected them, they're just like in a cube in my shelf, like collecting dust and like hidden from the sun and society.
You need a bigger room, so you have so much stuff, man.
No, dude, I already have such a big room. It's just full of stuff. I just need to change my habits, really. But I sure do love amiibo, regardless. And even though that the two of you are so different about your views about how to collect them, I'm glad you both have some. I think that's just nice. Because not everybody, you don't need them.
We have opinions, and you will hear them.
Well, let us know in the comments down below how you treat your amiibo. Do you take them on long walks to the beach? Do you feed them dinner every so often? Or do you keep them sealed in the cases on a shelf, stare at them every so often, take them down, dust them? And of course, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more insane discussions like this, you can either choose to leave that subscribe button sealed forever by giving it a click, or you can tear it to pieces by also giving it a click. If you click it, both are effective means of getting exactly what you want, which is more of our videos. And then ring the notification bell to be notified whenever one of those new amiibo videos or whatever it is goes up.
Daily amiibo videos every day.
And that's all we are the amiibo lifers. Good luck. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, Alex and Felix, for joining me for this chat. It was fun.
Amiibo.
Stay safe out there, and we will see you all next time.
I just want people to know that, like, I actually, like, people can take them out. I don't really care. I just said that, like, in a talk way before that, oh, they look so much better inside, and then we just, like, did this whole video. But, like, in reality, like, I don't care that Alex has them out.
Oh, no, Felix. No, you're a sealed amiibo collector now. You can't change now.
No.
I'm a fence sitter forever. It's okay. We are what we eat. And Alex today is...
It's the only reason I take them out of the packet is to eat them.
Ah, yes, they taste so
I treat
good.
them like cereal.
Yeah, I know. I never pack out my cereal. I just leave them on display. Like people come over, oh, can we have some cereal? Nope. In 10 years, it's going to be worth a lot.